Excellent, so that compiled. So now we should be able to snag all these variables from inside of our blueprints. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down the line, implementing as much as I can from the list of variables. And that way I can then make the system for voting and all that stuff, and things will just start working. So the first thing is the ball linear damping. Why does everything take so long? Oh my god, where the fuck is it? Just... Alright, here we go. Angular damping, multiplier. These are local variables. Alright, so we want to add another pin, and we'll do gm underscore ball linear damping. And it's just gonna be just a day of dragging crap around. Alright, so we got the ball linear damping, and then we'll do the ball. It needs to be, this is the wrong one. It's not linear damping here, it's angular damping. Like so. Alright, linear damping, angular damping, that works. So now we need the gravity multiplier. Alright, so we'll snag that and the gravity force multiplier, throw it in there. Looks like we need to snag this beforehand, actually. Kind of unfortunate we can't make these nodes exactly like what we want. Alright, so the hit speed multiplier is based off of I think the player controller. So when we go to the player logic object, we search for hit speed. So multiply these together. So what's this actually called? It's called in startup, and that's it. It's not the best, is it? Because it could be changed at any point, so. Kind of a giant mess. That's okay though. Okay, so that's the ball hit speed multiplier. So now we need to implement the ball scale. Alright, so get the ball scale, and then we want to do a multiply. Pass that at a scale. Okay, so we'll have get bracket stack balls less than or equal to 0. If the length is less than or equal to 0, we'll do it. Alright, so it needs to be less than the GM underscore ball number. So this will need to be a less than. And then this guy needs to be like so. And I'm not really sure what's going to happen to our ball indicator. We'll find out. Alright, excellent. So we want to go back to our logic object, and we're going to want to go to our moves. So this will be like low hit active? Yeah, okay, we'll have like can hit other players. So we've got like if can pacifist. We're going to want GM underscore players can hit other team. So it can hit other players. Like that. Let's see, players can hit their team. There's another one. So can hit other players, can hit friendly players. Is this can hit friendly players? Alright, so we want GM players can hit their team. So we'll return that. Alright, so what we want to do is can hit their team. No, can hit friendly players. So if that is false, then we're going to check here. Otherwise, it's just going to go straight through. Could probably combine a whole bunch of this logic into some other structure, but that would require work. Okay, so that's the low hit. Now I want the high hit. Alright, and then we got the slide. This isn't being implemented properly. Alright, so what I probably should do is can hit player or something like that. Alright, so we're going to take an actor . The fuck? I have some things that are totally screwed up here, don't I? Like, is my team is what? Really? How the hell is any of this crap working? Alright, because in some of it is set up properly. In others it's not. So this is an actor reference. His player actor can hit other players. Yeah, so if it's a Dashkin entity actor, and we're going to return the player controller. Alright, so what we're going to say is if we can hit, then we're also going to return the player controller. What else do we need? I guess we need the Dashkin entity actor and the Dashkin player controller. And we are counting on this being a BP underscore player controller. God, I keep clicking on the wrong crap. So we need the player proxy as well. Player proxy actor. Wait, what the fuck? I'm getting two different things? Alright, yeah, I guess we have get player proxy on ourselves. And we have player proxy on them. Player proxy actor. Okay, so if this is not valid, alright. So we need to get the team of this thing? Alright, so if this is actually us, we can't hit ourselves. If this is us, then we're going to return. Otherwise, we're going to keep snagging all of our variables. We need this entity actor here, so get player proxy. If that's false, okay, so what we want to do is see if we can hit our own dudes. So it's going to be like GM underscore. We'll have to see if his team is our team. Alright, so we get the entity of the team, so if they are the same, then we need to call that GM underscore players can hit their team. So if that's false, we're going to get out of here. Otherwise, we need to do GM players can hit other team. And if that's false, then we'll also want to return. Otherwise, we'll get all this stuff. So we need to snag their player controller, well, their player proxy, their entity, and then their player controller. It's still a fucking mess. Okay, so this will get if we can actually hit things. So we need to go to low hit active, and we need to replace like all this crap with can hit player. Alright, so this is the player controller. Alright, so we have as Dashkin entity actor, which is using the actor off there, so their entity, what's the other one here? Get player proxy and all that, so player proxy for them. It's going into hitty. Alright, Dashkin entity actor for them is going over into here. Alright, so that should clean up a lot of our code for hit detection. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. So let's go hook it up. Okay, so we can just get rid of all of this stuff. So player proxy is going to go into here. Let's see, entity actor is going in there. And their player controller is going in here. So just like that. Is something not hooked up? Yeah, Hitty, which is entity actor. Look at all that space we saved. That's how you know you're doing work that actually helps when you make things smaller. I hope I don't screw all this crap up, because diffing blueprints is a real pain in the butt. Okay, so slide active needs to do the same thing. Okay, I think that works. Alright, so ground pound active. Alright, so we need the entity, player proxy, and the player controller, and probably the entity again down there. Then we can remove that function. Okay, cool. So can hit other teams should be in there. So that's slide, active, everything else. Okay, so the other things we need are player stun duration, player stun force. But before that, I think I can go on to the can for if people can actually cast specific abilities. So let's go to low hit ability, and let's see. I guess this would be right here. This would be can kick. So that'll do the low hit. So the high hit, we'll do the same thing here. This would be canned punch. Alright, then we get can pop up, so it's in defend, defendability. Let's do some ands here. Alright, so can pop up is in there. Then we have can jump. Let's see. Actually, I should probably throw this over here. Just because there's some animation stuff that's kind of screwy. Wouldn't want to accidentally skip it. The jump code's a little squirrely because it's probably some of the first stuff I wrote. Alright, so can slide. So slide ability. Should slide and can slide. Like so. We want can dash. So let's see, where is the dash? I think it's like move left and right or something. Is it sprinting? Wants to crouch. Is key down. Sprint control. Hold the sprint. Alright. Alright, so what we want to do here is gm underscore can dash. So if we can dash, we'll go here. Otherwise, we will just go to you are not sprinting. Wait, what? It's the opposite. That's a little confusing. Alright, that's can dash. Must crawl, I'm gonna kind of wait on that one a little bit. Alright, player stun force and player stun immunity. Stun force. Alright, we got stun duration, stun force, stun immunity. Alright, so duration, I'm not sure where that's controlled. Let's see, when we actually hit somebody, it's gonna be like low hit active. And then we like on hit player. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, well, I am back. If anybody was wondering, a section of fence fell down in my yard. So I had to go fix a fence. It's fixed now, at least for tonight. I'll work on fixing that some other time. Alright, so we want this can hit other player function. So we're going to pass in something. Let's see. Can hit other player. We're going to have to pass in the hitter, which is a hitter is a player proxy actor. Reference. All right. So this will be hitter, and our hitter will do get team. We'll say if that equals our team. So we are a player controller, so can we get ourselves here? Guess get player controller. We've got our hit E, player proxy actor. Alright, so hitter and hit E is what we'll need. Alright, so if they're equal, let's get all of this. So if we can't hit that team, then we'll just check the pacifist mode stuff. Hitter, hit E. It has a lot of stuff coming off of there. Can hit other players, hitter, hit E. Low hit ball, high hit ball, ground pound ball, ground pound player, client reset, low hit, high hits, For effects, defend hits. Alright, that looks correct. So that'll be hit and hit other team. So we're looking for the force. So we'll be sending this to the client on entity struck. Alright, so well, I guess what we'd want to do is multiply this by our GM underscore player stun force. So the server basically goes, okay, cool. This is how this is what we do for that. Player stun duration. All right, so that's another thing here. And let's actually make some more variables for this thing. So I'll have low hit stun time. Make these floats. Put them in the category stuns. So this will be high hit stun time, slide hit. Did I get the slide hit? So we have high hit, slide hit, low hit, ground pound. Alright. So high hit, low hit, slide hit, stun time. Let's see, we got ground pound, player. Ground pound, stun time. Alright, high hit is 0.75. Let's see, slide hit is 0.75. Low hit is 0.75. Ground pound is 0.75. So this is a high hit, so we'll snag that. So that's the force and that's the time. But we need to grab the slide hit time. Yeah, I guess it's not every day you have to go outside and fix a fence because the wind blew it over. But when you do, it's best to do it at 2 in the morning. So your neighbors are just like, what the hell are you doing up? Like, fixing the fucking fence, what does it look like? Oh, okay.